We have a strange one here from the Philippines, and a container ship is stuck in the middle of it. Here's the story from the Maritime Executive that was published on the 30th of October, 2025. Officials in the Philippines are trying to understand how containers with radioactive dust were exported and now what to do with them since they have been sent back to the country. The Philippines is demanding that one of the country's steel producers take responsibility for the cargo, while the company denies involvement and says only the government has the ability to handle contaminated cargo. The case has intensified according to the reports from Bloomberg after the container ship reached the outskirts of Manila over the weekend. An unnamed vessel has been refused to offload its cargo until plans for its disposal are resolved. The situation began mid-September when a shipment of containers holding a cargo of zinc dust triggered alarms in the port of Jakarta. The Nuclear Energy Supervisory Agency was notified and sent a secondary team that confirmed high readings in 9 of the 14 containers that had been received on September the 10th from the Philippines. They performed a swab test on the exterior of the containers and said that the radiation was limited to the interior of the boxes. Days later, a second shipment of 9 containers also showed high levels of radiation. Testing confirmed cesium-137 levels significantly higher than acceptable background radiation doses. It said it was up to 210 times above the background dose levels. Testing showed that it was present in 5 of the containers, and again, the exterior swabs were negative. Indonesia refused entry for the containers and ordered the carrier to return them back to the shipper in the Philippines. The Philippine Nuclear Research Institute said it had researched the situation and said the boxes were exported to Indonesia by a company called Zanwan International Trading Corporation, a Chinese company with operations in the Philippines. Zanwan, they asserted, had purchased the zinc dust from Steel Asia, a manufacturer in the Philippines. Zinc dust is used in industrial and chemical applications because it resists corrosion. Steel Asia came out strongly denying any association with the contaminated materials. It contends Zanwan bought the products from multiple manufacturers, and the other companies is the source of the contamination. Steel Asia said it manufactures and exports reinforced steel bars, although reports contend the dust is a byproduct of manufacturing. The Philippine authorities are saying the company's facility is clean and the contamination must have come from Steel Asia. Media reports in Manila said Steel Asia agreed to voluntarily suspend production for testing in its facility. Both its warehouse and Zanwan's are also to undergo testing, as well as approximately 100 workers at the 2 companies. The Philippine Nuclear Research Institute is demanding that Steel Asia take custody of the contaminated containers and arrange for proper disposal by burying the materials. For now, the unnamed ship is held in limbo, waiting for the situation to be resolved so it can unload the containers. What a nightmare, especially for the crew of this unnamed ship. They're stuck in limbo, waiting for the government to make a decision. Yeah, that's going to happen fast. This shipping company has a ship that can't do anything, just sit and wait. Ships cost money, even if they're not moving. She's definitely not earning anything, and she probably has other cargo on her that needs to be delivered. Not a good situation for anybody involved, that's for sure, and now they got to wait for a decision from the government. Most governments take their dear old time making any decision, so this could take a while. Not a good situation, that's for sure. How this all happened, we'll probably never find out. But it's not good for anybody involved, that's for sure. I guess it is a good thing that Indonesia found this problem. But Indonesia wasn't taking responsibility for it. It was returned to sender, as it should be. Alright guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one.